I need to ask you a question.
Be curious, Drifters.
Allegron's won the Brisbane Cup, but it's all Antino. Blake Shin, take a bow. Barraquil, Benny Allen hasn't moved.
Broadside in Bogged, won the Golden Rose.
Pride of Jenny, trying to find the reserves at the 100. She's 3 in front of Mr. Brightside. It's all too late. Pride of Jenny has run them into the night. Switzerland, a big winner by 2.5 Bellatrix Star.
He's down, Jolly Star. She is a star in the making. Jolly Star bolts in.
It's all Isthmus. She's very smart and fast.
Mate, how old do I look?
About the same as you did a few days ago, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Happy birthday, though.
Thank you. Yeah, it's another reason why this podcast was delayed. But, you know, deal with it.
Deal with it, you twat. 33, how's it feel?
How does it feel? Yeah, much the same, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, no additional burden of responsibility despite having a 7-month-old now.
7 months, wow. You were just saying to me that he didn't even spoil you, rotten.
I know.
Young Jack. Got to respect the old man, young fella. Jeez.
To be fair, he can't even sit up yet. So, I will give him some grace.
Yeah, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But come Christmas time. Yeah.
Slap on the wrists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mate, how was your interpretation of last week's racing?
Geez, it was... you would hope that it was an absolute strip out for the bookies. You would hope. The treble to end all trebles, Observer, Tempted, and of course the best horse in the country, Autumn Glow.
AG.
Yeah, the bookies were reeling. Reeling. Enormous dents in their back skyrockets.
Yeah.
What do I take out of it? I take out of it that Observer is the best of the Melbourne bunch. Need to see him against Open Age to determine whether he's just a really good horse or just the best of the 3-year-old colts and geldings. In Victoria, at least. I think Tempted ran good. She ran well over 1,400 metres. She's a 1,200 metre horse, obviously. I just think Savvy Halley has just gone to a new level.
Yeah. Well, she's a 3-year-old filly in form.
She is.
Yeah. Where was that at the Gold Coast when I was on first up, though? At $9 against nobodies.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like Nashville Jack.
Nashville Jack. Might talk about the winner of that race very shortly. And then Autumn Glow, she's the best. She's the best horse in the country, stating the obvious. But Aliana is very, very good too.
She is very good.
And I want to see her. I want to see her. I want to see Sir Delius, and I want to see Autumn Glow duke it out over 2,000 metres in the Queen Elizabeth.
Duke.
I want to see them Duke de Cesar it out.
You know who I wouldn't mind seeing in that race either?
Who?
Attica,
yeah.
Yeah.
Big colt. Big gross colt.
Yeah. Well, he's got his hooves on the Rosehill Guineas now because I don't believe Observer's heading that way looking at futures markets. I think he might be heading to an Australia Cup now that you've said that.
So he should.
Yeah.
So he should. Where
Thin race.
Where does he stand?
Where does he stand?
Where does he stand?
Because in the ratings, he didn't rate that well. I saw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he's a miler. I think he's a 2,000 metre horse. And also, like, you beat what's in front of you. That's what I think is Observer. I think he's been beaten up on a pretty average bunch of 3-year-olds in Victoria. And you could say the same about Kick until he went to the Everest and won that. It's like, well, who's he beaten? It's like, well, you can only beat what's in front of you.
It's true.
But no. Well, look, there's a Queensland Victorian Raider this weekend in the Randwick Guineas. Little filly. She's an alibi.
Townsville, originally.
Yeah.
Like the Harrovian.
How good.
The big H.
Now, look, I think if she was in that Australian Guineas, Observer would have had a lot to manage.
Yeah. Well, Observer doesn't start, what, $1.70?
Mate,
How's that?
the go. There was some serious goes on the weekend. And a lot of them paid off.
Autumn Go went into $1.10 on the World Pool Tote.
The World Pool Tote. I don't know if that's good for anyone, to be honest. But that's Winks-like odds.
Yeah, really is.
Mate, Black Caviar used to go around at, what, $1.08?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that.
I know.
Imagine it.
Last thing I'll say about the weekend of racing, God bless the King.
God bless the King.
Wasn't that nice to see?
It was phenomenal to see. The race was set up. His two best races are his last two, and they've both had an enormous amount of pace on.
Yeah.
$9. Tick.
Oh. Yeah. Nice return by Enriched. Tipped on this podcast last week, by the way. Listen back. Take the Quinella King into Enriched. 40-1 you might have found. I found it. So we look ahead. Futures markets. This is going to give away one of my tips this weekend. But I'm going to the Galaxy, which is typically... I've got the overs in this race prior. And I locked in this price on Tuesday. And I've just had a quick look as you were giving your sermon on the weekend of racing. And I got $11 for Raging Force in the Galaxy. And he's been pumped into $6, which gives me more confidence about this weekend because I think he's a great bet this weekend. His trials have been enormous. I'll talk about his Coolmore run later on, but I think I'm interested in Raging Force.
Yeah, well, he was the one who had a bit of a spruik and duly saluted first up in the spring, and then I think he just started to get found out a little bit after that because he'd only had a short break leading into the spring from memory. So maybe it was just the end of prep. So, yeah, he might have come back in beast mode. I've actually found one in the same race, and he's the second favourite, Grafter Burners, at $6. He's won the same race that we were just talking about, the Savvy Halley race on the Gold Coast. What's it called again?
The Sunlight?
Sunlight.
Was it?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Private Harry won that race last year and had basically no weight in the Galaxy and won that. And Grafter Burners is being targeted at this race too. Briasa is currently favourite in that race with Team Green. Briasa a little bit stinky, probably has to carry a lot of weight. Whereas Grafter Burners, a 3-year-old colt, will probably have, 50, 51 kilos. So at $6, and I just had a little spec on him in the Galaxy.
Yeah. You can still get, I think, $8 with Team Blue for Raging Force in the Galaxy. So I think that's a nice play. He will not be that price after this weekend. At least that's what I'm anticipating. Now, I can wipe Scary off my list because he didn't make it to the Auckland Club. So maybe I'll even give him a little bit of a cross. But, and what else have I got here? Tom Kitten at $5 in the All-Star Mile. Well, you can get $6 for him currently. So that's not good. Apulia at 15s in the Australia Cup. I think that hasn't moved. Sedelius in the Tancred. I think that's about the same. Ole Dancer in the Coolmore at 15s is good shopping. She's into $6 because she's an alibi. Is more than likely not to go there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, $6 Ole Dancer.
Okay. Philia in the Coolmore at 26s. I doubt she's going to get there, but she's bigger price than that now. My Gladiola at 34s in the Newmarket. She's $5 as we speak.
Yeah, nice.
Closer to free, Eternal Warrior, both in the slipper of 51s. I'd say they'll both get there. I don't think they'll be 51s, but they'll still probably be a pretty juicy price. Jimmy Star is still $3 in the all-aged. I don't think he starts that. I think he'll start, $2 flat. And then Grafter Burners, $6 in the Galaxy.
All right, my resolution, sub $2 down the Flemington straight first time.
Yeah.
Let us just go around.
Alpha Sophie.
Yeah. Let me down.
She let a lot of us down.
Yeah.
She got bumped at the start and she just had her eyes up in the sky. I had no idea where she was going.
No.
She's
over-raced.
She's a horse who did not like the straight.
No. And So, yeah, it was disappointing, but, God bless the king.
God bless the king. My resolution is Maltese. Eek! There was a treble that paid off for a lot of punters on the weekend. Observer. What's her name? Tempted. Jesus Christ. I just kept thinking in secret. Tempted. And Autumn Glow. All three of them won. But any one of those legs, could have gone down. I'd say Autumn Glow was the most comfortable of them, but it was only, 3/4 of a length?
Yeah.
So when you dive it into Maltese, three of them, 3 legs, all sub $2 comfortably. One jumped at $1.10, like we just said. Like, you're outlaying a lot of cash for a lot of liability. So Maltese are a bit of an eek, and I'm not one who usually partakes in them, but it's just another reminder that one paid off on the weekend, and it looked like the most obvious of all Maltese, and it only just paid off.
Yep. Yeah. I have a system each week. 3-4.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's a 2-3. I include 4 horses in it, and then I back them all in a multi. King did his heavy lifting. He's done a hell of a lot of heavy lifting for me this year.
He has.
Who else I have in there? Observer.
Yeah.
And I'd Ollie Dancer to place. I thought she was a good bet at around the $2. So she ran third. She was all good. The other one was Alpha Sophie, so she let me down severely. But it's my own bloody fault. Yeah, it's my own fault.
It's your own fault.
I've got a nice one in futures, actually. It's about a fifth of the price now, so I love to see that.
You love to see that.
All right, do we want to go to Flemington or Randwick first?
Let's finish with Flemington because I like the Newmarket this weekend.
Nice. All right, so Flemington, Randwick rather. 0 to 15 mil rain on Saturday, up to 20 kilometres north to northeasterly. Potentially a storm in the evening, so could be a good track. I reckon it might be a rock hard track come the morning. Race 2 is the Randwick City Stakes, 2,000 metres listed handicap. Previous winners here, Al Cance, before she went on a winning streak. Serpentine, Sir Lucan, Mount Popper. Shared Ambitions, one of the egg tart, what's the horse? He won the Queensland Derby a few years ago. Kovalika. Like, Shared Ambitions, like one of the 2,400 like stayers that have been Waller's tried to turn into a miler.
Yeah.
So I'd put him in that camp.
Absolutely, he's firmly in that camp.
Yeah. So I thought this was a really gross race. Like, stinking it up. $6 the field last I checked.
Yeah. I think Piggyback goes on with it though. I thought Piggyback was a good winner last start. Gets a nice gate, and I think I can't remember who the horse was, but Kieran Maher nommed a horse for this race, and it was going to be the Toppy, and now it's been taken out. And that Toppy therefore gave Piggyback a bit more weight relief. So I think that's very clever from Kieran Maher. I can't remember who the horse was. I'll have to look into it. But I thought Piggyback was a good winner, the mare, last start. So I think she can go on with it here. She's got the upside. But yeah, the chances do not stop there. But I'll have a bet on her. She's $5.50 with Team Green.
Yeah. Okay. I do think Travolta gets a 2 kilo weight swing on Piggyback, and I think the step up to 2,000 metres does help. The problem is like J-Mac in these types of races never wins them, when I'm on at least.
And you know where he's going to be from that gate.
Yeah. So heart in your mouth sort of stuff for Travolta. Not really a race I'm that interested in. The Riesling Stakes, 1,200 metres Group 2 for the 2-year-old fillies. Previous winners here, Tempted. She's a good horse.
Very good horse.
Erno's Cube.
Yeah,
and the Canedna Silks, I reckon. Learning to Fly.
Good horse.
Fan of her.
Good horse, yeah.
Seven Veils, Glistening. Dame Giselle was a good 3-year-old. Tenley, Grey. Esther Jarb, slipper winner. Frolic, French Fern, English. So English
Got up as a 2-year-old.
I didn't even know she won as a 2-year-old, so there you go.
There you go.
One slipper winner since 2010, possibly even longer. I didn't even bother to check. So Esther Jarb, the most recent slipper winner from this race, Learning to Fly, was a short price favourite, but did she go down or did she have like a fall or something?
Yep, she had a fall, Learning to Fly.
Yeah. So, who knows? Do you have an opinion here? I thought the speed in the race is probably Agrarian Girl, Potomac River, Missionel Nandra from Easy Gate too. Pearl Dubai likes to go forward too.
I didn't have a strong opinion, no. Like, there's such an even bunch of 2-year-olds. I can understand why Agrarian Girl has come up favourite with Spicy Miss coming out and winning last start, but some 2-year-olds are winning and then they're absolutely failing their next start, and this bunch is just so even. It's hard. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm drawn to number 8, Nadra. Maybe because it's those silks in that camp. I watched a replay of her. I think she ran in Warwick Farm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was a good debut over 1,100 meters, and I think maybe I'm just taking it on trusting the camp more than anything else. But yeah, drawn to her a little bit. She's $5 though, which is awfully short. So I don't know, maybe just a watch race for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I was either in her camp or with number 2, Cheyenne, who was 5 wide at the turn, as 2-year-olds love to be in a blue diamond. And she was coming from the back where it was a race dominated for those in the first half of the field. Ran on really nicely. I think she'll be better for that run as well. So I think, with J-Mac in the saddle, barrier 9, well, again, heart in your mouth sort of stuff, but I think she could be a result for you, second favourite. Now, the Todman Stakes, race 4, 1,200 metres group 2 for the 2-year-olds, Colts and Geldings. Previous winners here, Tentyris, Switzerland, Cylinder, Sajardin, Animo, Farnan, yes. Gunnison, Kiss and Makeup, Vancouver. So 2 winners over the last 11 years. So, and you look at Cylinder, Animo, yes. Like, this is a good horse's race.
This is a good horse's race.
But are these 2-year-olds any good?
One of them's going to win though.
Yeah.
I'm in the camp of Stretton Ruler. Oh, he's not on the board, but I've got a ticket for him at 51s in the slipper as well. And he just brained them last start, clearly. And that was off travelling up to Sydney for the first time from Melbourne. So I think he's only going to improve off that. So he's drawn nicely. No reason why he won't run well. He's $3.40 as well, so it's not like he's a $2 pop. The other one is Wolf Gap. That was the horse that beat Nadra at Warwick Farm last start. And he was in the market there too. So with the right camp, he's the other one. So I'll be backing Stretton Ruler, but that's the other one I could give a push for.
What about Paradoxium for Bjorn?
I've got a little bit of the ick from the setback. Happy to see him go around. If he brains him at $2.90, so be it. But I'd rather back the horse that put 3 or 4 lengths on him last start.
Yeah, nice trial.
Great trial.
Yeah. Bjorns do trial well, though.
Yeah, they do.
I think he's probably the trial stable.
Yeah,
him or the Waterhouse Bot stable.
Bjorn gives him a real hit out.
Rev up.
Yeah, really.
But you can back him with confidence first up. But I like to back Bjorn horses first up at 10-1.
Yeah.
Not $2.90 or $2.80 in a 2-year-old race where he's going to 1,200 metres for the first time.
I'm with you.
So I'm with you with Stratton Ruler. What's he done wrong? Nothing.
Well, except for finishing 4th first up.
Yeah, but decent form there.
But
runner up in a blue diamond.
But you wouldn't even say what's wrong with that.
Nah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah. And I'd say for him, what was that, over the 1,100? I reckon he's only going to improve out to the 1200.
Agreed.
So I do think Hidrix is going to improve. Blinkers on first time. Significant jockey upgrade. Well, not significant, but J-Max no hindrance. And I do think he's going to sit a little bit closer than what he did last time. I think Strait Marilla kind of got the gap on him a bit early.
Had the perfect run, run.
Yep. So, race 5 is the Fireball Stakes. May as well call this the On the Drift Championship. Listen to these previous winners. Enriched, my guy. Infancy, not as much. Marzu. Wild Ruler. I'm Excited. Red Zell. Love those horses.
It's just too easy, isn't it?
If we had a lay of the day, I'd have one here. Beedman. I can't believe the price they've put up for this horse. I think there needs to be the ultimate gear change for this horse. I think he's a bit of a nutcase.
I agree. I couldn't back him at all. No way. I just feel he's one of those horses. Like he's like a King's Gambit. You know what I mean? Just there's a lot.
Oh, remember him?
Yeah, but there's a lot of pricing based on ability. And whether they're going to put it all together on the track on race day is another question entirely.
Perceived
ability. So yeah, I'm happy to take him on.
Did you see his second trial?
No, I didn't.
Terrible.
Actually. Really?
Or maybe it was against Linebacker and Gangster Granny, absolutely cruising for a bruising. Where Beedman up the on Linebacker's inside there was being hard ridden and could not get past him. I was really taken aback by that ride. By that trial, I just did not like it at all. And his toughest test to date, he was vetted, no abnormalities in the Coolmore, and he was putrid. He was yuck. Disgusting. So maybe he didn't handle the straight first time, but I'm dead keen to take on Beedman this weekend.
I'm keen on seeing in Karuna. I know she's one of yours. Do you think she wins?
Yeah. Well, if I'm off Beedman, I'm on her for sure. Point Barrow form looks good. My Gladiola form looks better. I do find it interesting. Blinkers off first time. So maybe they put the blinkers on at the end of last prep. So that's a little bit of a concern. Her last couple of runs suggested to me that she's put it together. So her trials have been really nice. Up against the likes of Seaballs and Amina in Melbourne. So, yeah, I'm firmly in her camp. I can trust the stable. Got the Super Freak on.
I think she's the likely winner. Interesting horse is, we were just talking about Beyond Baker, number 9, Horseshoe Hill, with Rachel King on. I haven't seen her at the track since July last year, but she actually ran second to Raging Force as a 2-year-old when he went on that tear. She's been trialling Super as well, and she's a nice price at $16. Like you said, Bjorn Horse first up. She'll be fit, ready to go. So I thought she was an interesting one. She's $16 at the moment.
I like it. Race 6 is the aspiration quality, 1600 metres Group 3 for the fillies and mares at handicap level. Little Bayer won this last year. Lekvart, the Lassophile, Natoya 2-time winner. So, Natoya's a Group 1 winner, but I wouldn't say there's any stars winning this.
No.
I think Heat Missile gets her way out front, potentially with Sweltering and Sophisticated, who's coming from midway grade, I believe, kicking up underneath. So, bit of where do you look from a form line perspective? You got benchmarks 64 grade and 78 grade for Unleashing, but she's been really good. Obviously the hardest test today, but she's probably the rock hard fit horse at the mile, where you have moving out Panito, who have been Oaks fillies in the past. stepping up to the mile from the 1,300 metre run last start. So I don't know. I found it a little bit difficult to put this one together.
Yeah. I think Panito is probably the most likely one. I just thought first up she was pretty good against the pattern. Did J-Mac ride her last start? No, Tommy Berry. So gets J-Mac from a nice gate, maybe sits a bit closer. So I think Panito's likely, but not a lot of confidence, no.
I think, in the sake of giving a tip, I think Unleashing's done absolutely nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong.
So Barrier 10 does need a good ride from JC and not treated fantastically at the weights, but not horrific either. The Challenge Stakes, 1,000 metres, Group 2, weight for age level. Giga Kicks, your $2.50 favourite, with Raging Force at $4.20 with Laddies. Speed map here. You have Raging Force probably controlling things out front with Marzu, Mahuna going forward as well, and in flight from down low. Giga Kick probably taking, that midfield run with Generosity, Monty Supreme, and Skybird going behind. Where'd you land here? What did you think of Giga Kick's run in the Lightning?
Yeah, he didn't let down, and I thought he was really big. But compared to his first up run in the spring, chalk and cheese, different gravy. So I'll be interested to see how he looks in the yard, but if there's a bit of give in the track, back to the scene of the crime where he won an Everest, it's 1,000 metres again, which is a little bit concerning. I think he can win this race, though. This is the easiest race he's contested in a long time. And he's $2.50. He's not $1.50. So I think he wins the race. The one that I'm keen to see how she goes, because she likes a soft deck and has drawn well here, and there's looked to be a bit of pace on which suits her, is Skybird. She's $12 at the moment. We saw what she did first up on a wet track in the autumn last year. She won the Lightning. Different proposition going around Randwick compared to the Flemington Straight, but I thought she was a nice price with a nice gate.
And she was unlucky in the Moir first up too.
She was. So Randwick will suit it better than Moonee Valley at least. So at that price, I'd probably be more inclined to bet on her than Kick.
Yeah, you just know where she's going to be, and I'd actually prefer Barrier 9 than Barrier 3 for her. Just so you get to the outside lanes as well. Barrier 3, she's probably going to be cuddled up and looking to take a shortcut.
She needs some luck.
Definitely. But at $13, worth a spec.
Yep.
Raging Force is a nice bet here. Scratch from the Fireball to race against the older horses here. And I think he's showing some pretty good signs that he's come on this prep as well. He nearly knocked off Tentyris last prep, you have to remember. His Coolmore run you can absolutely forgive. He got one of the great ribbings you'd ever hope to see at the furlong, final furlong, and got all the wind taken out of him and a prep run, and he still had the audacity to run past Beeben. So I think he was lame after the race. And plenty of excuses. Barrier 2, Tommy should lead and be gone for these. I think they will be having a really tough chance to run him down. And I think the support in the Galaxy has got me more confident that he's going to run a race here. I really do. I think he's going to be very hard to beat Raging Force. Race 8, the Randwick Guineas, 1,600 metres, Group 1 for the 3-year-olds. Previous winners here. Linebacker came of age in this race. Celestial Legend, Lions Raw, our guy. Shadow Hero, Tass, the Autumn Sun, and Lee Romaine. Sneaky good horse, Lee Romaine. Love the She's an Alibis here.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think she is going to be the best horse over a mile in this race if we look back on it in the next couple of years. Attica looks to have a stack of ability, but I don't think he's going to be doing his best work until he gets out over further. I think Ninja's a bit of value at 650. What did he do wrong first up? Absolutely nothing. I thought he led at a decent pace and kicked away from them. Autumn Boy can definitely win this race. I just think he got all favours in the Caulfield Guineas and won that third up. He gets a nice draw again here, but I think She's the Alibi is going to be ahead of him in the run, and he looks to be more of a get on the outside, build his gears type horse, whereas she's a turn on a dime. In her career, she's drawn gate 1 plenty of times and has managed to get out of trouble plenty of times. Zachy Spain's had to do some good work on her. She gets Frosty on now. Not Frosty, Luke Nolan. I just think she gets the perfect run from that gate. She's an Alibi, and I think she's the one who can just follow the lead and just skip away with that turn of foot. I'm really keen to see how she goes. And plus, it'd be a victory for Queensland in Sydney, which is my favourite thing.
I agree. I think she's clear bet in this race. Going to take a Quinella with Attica, though. I don't know where Autumn Boy being out at the Autumn Sun, potentially going to a Rosehill Guineas. You never know. Maybe even a Doncaster.
Yeah, I think he could be very likely for the Donny.
Yeah, that'd be a nice race for him, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm keen on She's an Alibi as well. That first up run was just divine. But she also ended the prep so well.
She did.
And who'd she beat? Sure. But
plenty of horse under that hood.
Heaps of horse under that hood. But Attica was a superb return. Outran his price there. Only got beaten 2 lengths by the likes of Ninja, Napoleonic and Autumn Boy. I've got a ticket for him at $4 in the Spring Champion. I think he will start shorter than that on the day.
Spring Champion, Rosehill Guineas.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
You're right.
Keep me honest.
All good.
Now the Canterbury Stakes, 1,300 metres Group 1 at weight for age level. Baywak will be almost on an island by himself here if he really wants to. Yorkshire probably doing the donkey work with Napoleonic. And probably linebacker could be positive with Lady Shenandoah, I would imagine. Joel Lee Star from Barrier 4, J-Mac probably will find be midfield or so. She was superb first up, but she does that first up as well. I do like... There's how many weeks between runs there? 3 or 4 weeks between runs there? I don't mind that for her.
For
Jolly Star.
Jolly Star, yeah.
Where'd you land here? Because you're a Gringotts guy too.
I am a Gringotts guy, but not in this race, no. Wait till he's lugging 60 kilos in a mile race. Gringotts will win that. I find Jolly Star hard to catch. I seem to be on and she doesn't do anything, and then I jump off and she brains them. I think this setup just reads too well for her, though. Jolly Star. Gets the perfect draw. Dynamic first up run, as she always does. I know second up she can sort of come off the boil a little bit, but I don't know. 1,300 metres just looks to have a nice run in transit as well. $2.40, like she's short enough, but from that first up run, she's the one that I want to take out of that race in the very least. Lady Shenandoah is interesting. I don't know where she's at. Like, she was pass mark first up, but she was, you could probably say, disappointing in the spring. But 4-year-old mare versus 5-year-old mare, maybe she just needs the autumn as well, and will come back much better in the spring as a 5-year-old. But no, Jolly Star's the one for me in this race.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I weird for wanting to back linebacker here?
Don't think so.
Like, I was looking at his spring because I was trying to remind myself like what he actually did. And tell you what, he was pretty impressive in the Silver Eagle, which was essentially first up there. He was 6 weeks between runs because he had the setback.
That's right.
After a setback, winning by essentially 3 lengths there, where Lord Penman was, I think he's a value play in the Doncaster. at $26. Might add that to the board. He's $7 to place there, which I've taken in multis. But I don't know. I thought linebacker has been far more genuine over the last 12 months. And at $10, he's the one at value who I thought could potentially be a player here, maybe even 1 by 3. What do you think of Baywak or the 3-year-olds?
Baywak, just not a 1,000-metre horse, obviously, in the Lightning. So interesting that Chris Wall's not even bothering with the 1,200 metres for him and getting him out to 1,300 metres, which gives me the query as well. But if he just rolls along out the front and has that high cruising speed, then he might be hard to get past. If he finds that Golden Rose figure, then yeah, he's going to be incredibly hard to beat. But he's only found that once. So I'm not going to bet that he finds it here. Nepotism, well, it just didn't come up post 2-year-old, which happens all the time, so couldn't possibly. Napoleonic is an interesting one. He's probably the other one for me. Face value is probably a little bit disappointing in the Hobartville, that Ninja one. He was just too far off and just didn't look to be comfortable chasing over 1,400 metres. He was much better behind Tempted first up over 1,200. So, yeah, maybe they were testing him to see if he could stretch out to a mile, but clearly not. I think he's a sprinting horse. So he's the interesting one for me at $9. But no, I'm happy to back Jolly Star here.
Yeah, she's the horse to beat. I might have a Quincy Jolly Star linebacker and back linebacker 1 out. Now, the Winona Girl, handicap 1,200 metres, Group 3 for the mares. Commemorative won this last year, and Bellucci Babe has won this in the past as well. Any strong opinions in this race?
No. I found it really difficult. Big spruik on Idle Flyer last prep because she was winning so much, and then came into the Empire Rose, pumped into $3.60 there, and she ran last. Vetted no abnormalities, the notes say. Maybe she's just not a miler. So interested to see how she goes. She's $3.50, and she's only got to carry 54.5 kilos with a throbber Zach on. Jeez, I didn't look at that before I started talking. Well, she looks the obvious one then for me. But aside from that, I'm like a lot of them. I didn't realise how little weight she had to carry because she's only number 3 in the
pecking order.
In the pecking order. So abounding wins once a prep, but doubt it's here.
Yeah, I agree. Gangster Granny was good, but never been outside the trifecta for either. She was running behind Autumn Glow last prep, had placings behind Steffi. Manal, I think that form is pretty good, but yeah, that weight relief from Zach on does look a little bit enticing. Probably between those two, but they're the exact same quote. So I'll probably give it a miss. All right, let's go to Flemington. I think Legacy Bound gets you off to a good start, but in the first, but we won't touch on that. Race 3 is the Ottawa Stakes, Group 3, 1,000 metres for the 2-year-old fillies at set weights. Previous winners of this race, Military Tycoon, Aniza, Charmstone, and See You in Heaven. So some decent mares there. South of Border. Any horses here? No. Sanctuary's a funny name. Sanctuary.
And interesting that it's come up so short in the market. But when half the race hasn't debuted yet, it's just to sit and watch for me. Yeah.
Race 4, the Shaftesbury Avenue, 1,400 metres, Group 3, handicap. Previous winners here, Is It Me, Scalapini, and Kiss on All Four Cheeks, the WA galloper. Speed, I thought, was Here to Shock and Wonder Boy. Pounding, She-Light can be positive as well. And Precious Charm probably leading up the rest of the field here. Thought this was a bet race. Thought there was 2 key winning hopes being On Display and Cafe. Cafe's flying for the new stable.
Cafe's flying. Backed him last start. Tick. This stable's just figured him out. Cafe Millennium with Celine Gaudry on.
Get him to Flemmo.
Get him to Flemington. Just let him wind up over 1,400 metres to a mile.
Go bang.
And go bang. So $4.80. I'm prepared to bet again. He hasn't done me wrong so far this prep. So I'll bet again. On display, I don't know, that stable. I don't trust the horse has come back well until I see it. Like, how many times do they have a Spruik horse has a good prep, they come back their first run.
Yep.
They're just...
I feel you.
They're just not ready to go.
And for that exact reason, she was in my system, and I took her out.
Yeah, so you should.
Because I never thought I'd say this. Cafe gave me the spookies. Never thought I'd have to say that.
What kind of alternate reality are we living in when Cafe Millennium's giving you the scaries?
Yeah. So, yeah, I will be backing on display on Saturday. I'll be having a Quinella with Cafe Millennium. But it is noted that on display, I need to see it. Here to Shock is now a Group 1 winner after winning a Group 1 in New Zealand. That was about this time last year, actually. 7 tries at Flemington for no placings for him. So I think he likes to be on a sharp bend, or maybe he even likes his Sydney leg a little bit more. Here to Shock. So he can go around without me. The CUNY Stakes is race 5, 1,600 metres, Group 2 for the 3-year-old fillies. Previous winners of this race. Treasure the Moment, she's a good horse. Autumn Angel, rest in heavenly peace. Revolutionary Miss, good mare. Spanish Whisper, one of mine. Loved her.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a Star and Sunline. Sunline going back a bit. But Sunline's winning this race. It's a good horse's race.
Yeah, there you go.
Speed. Thought Sass Appeal, she knows one way from out wide. Pillow Fight, Mystery and Drama. Then a wall of others.
I was on Sassapeel last start against Ole Dancer. In that race, she had a bit of weight relief and was the obvious leader. And Damien Lane rode her that way. Strolled to the lead and kicked away. Gets a jockey downgrade with respect, Jordan Childs, and there looks to be a lot more pace on, and she draws gate 9. So I think I might let her go through to the keeper this start. Even though I am a fan of Sassapeel, she wins, so be it. I thought this race was set up well more for Salty Pearl, if I'm honest. Like, she's probably not one of mine, and she can run on a bit, but the race setup looks good for her, and I like she's alibi form, if anything, and she's a better price than Sassapeel, so she's a bet for me this weekend.
I agree with you, mate. 100%. Now, the Size Produce Stakes, 1,400 metres, Group 2 for the 2-year-olds. One of the form races for the 2-year-olds, I would have thought. Vinrock won this last year. Traffic Warden. Hope he's doing good stuff at stud. V8. Jamaica. All too hard. Like, pretty good on a roll. Zambales was pretty good in a Blue Diamonds. Eurocanto, probably not up to this grades. I reckon Leopard Shark is potentially one at odds that could run a race for you here. Has a bit more form out to the 1,300 metres as well. But yeah, I think Zambales is going to be hard to beat, but not really keen on the $1.80.
No, yeah, couldn't possibly back him at that price. I thought Leopard Shark was good value too for Clayton and Weak Gutted Dog, John McNeil. Can't knock the winning form. And he's been running really well at Sandown Hillside, so I think he's a horse who'll... is a filly who'll appreciate Flemington, and she has the Tiger Shark silks.
Yeah.
And they pop up at big odds.
Yeah, so ridden quiet, stalking. Dana, dana, dana. Dana. Hydro Bomb was pretty decent behind as well, but yeah... I reckon Leopard Shark.
Might be a little each way.
Yeah, 1/3. Now, the All-Star Mile. Oh, am I looking at $7 for Tommy now? That's blasphemy. Previous winners. Tom Kitten. Pride of Jenny, Mr. Brightside Zaki, Mugger 2. I think we've got a perfect record in this race. There or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So that's good. Pride of Jenny. What I did not mention, and I'll mention it now. 20 to 30 kilometre an hour southerly winds on Saturday. Now, that is the exact same wind from Derby Day a couple of years ago. So it does benefit on-speed horses. So rail is out 6 metres. That was the All-Star Mile meeting last year. The rail was out 5 metres. So they could run on that day. Like Vinrock won from the front, but Kitty Cat Tom mowed him down in the All-Star Mile. So I'm hoping you can win from anywhere this weekend. Pride of Jenny, probably on an island by herself. Mate, I think she's the kryptonite for Treasure of the Moment. She's going to be doing the donkey work again here with probably Evaporate, and hopefully Stapati could be doing some of the Lord's work here, trucking up the field. But a lot of go-back horses. How'd you see it?
As much as I hate to say it, I think you're dead right. Pride of Jenny out on an island, and the only other horse who, for some reason, in Victorian racing, can be on pace apart from Pride of Jenny is Treasure of the Moment. But she's also, ironically, probably the biggest horse in Melbourne who needs bums in front of her so she can burst through them and show her best. I think that's the key to her. I think she's a non-pacer in a truly run race who probably needs 3 or 4 horses in front of her to chase something. I think her doing the donkey work she just doesn't like it. She just, from even last start when she was leading up, she loomed up like she was going to put him to the sword in the futurity, and she just faded. So maybe, I don't know, something between the ears is her issue there. Oh, geez, I wanted to win, Treasure. I really do. But the more I think about her, the more I think that her win in the CF4 in the spring first up was more of an outlier because she had the perfect setup. Pinstripe went nuts up front. There was also other horses who went fast in front of her, and then the heavens opened. She just went whooshka. So I think, look at her record. She's only missed the placings once, and she ran 4th, and that was on a bog deck in the Champions Mile, Flemington. She's clearly a phenomenal horse, but for her to win this race, she needed 2 or 3 more horses to track in Pride of Jenny, and I don't think she's going to get that. And I'm also wondering, okay, if she's the one running second to Pride of Jenny in the running, does it change? Does the finishing order change from that?
I think so.
I think Pride of Jenny's going to have a similar setup to what she did in the Empire Rose.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate to say it, because I don't want her to win, because like whilst it's cool to see a horse front running and lead and do that, it's like, oh, what are the fucking jockeys doing? Like who's going to be daring? I don't think anyone's going to be daring. I think she might win this race because of that. I don't think anyone's going to take them up. I think Treasure of the Moment will run top 3 because she's going to be there and running. And then you'll have beautiful runs from Kitty Cat Tom, Buckaroo, Antino. I reckon Sabage will run well, like a Lucy, Steffi. They'll all be running on, and they'll get to the end of the race just like, oh, Pride of Jenny's done a Pride of Jenny again. And then we'll be fucking pulling glass out of her ass again because she was $4 and it was so obvious. I hope it's not the case, but how many times has it happened? You look at the speed map and she's the obvious one.
Yeah, I get you. Trust me, I feel you.
And it makes me angry even talking about it.
Can I talk you down from the ledge you're currently on?
Yeah, talk me off the plank.
She's had 7 career runs at Flemington over the mile. She's won 1 of the last 4.
1 of the last 4.
So, yes, that was an Empire Rose. She ran 17 lengths second last in the Champions Mile on a bog track, albeit. She ran last in the Champions Mile the year prior. And she ran second in the Mackay Diva behind Mr. B, who was flying. So, I get you. Trust me.
Yeah, good. You see where I'm coming from.
I see where you're coming from, mate, because I know what's going to happen here. Ireland, 2 lengths in front, possibly 3 early. You go, oh no.
Yeah.
But she has gotten better with age, actually, in her first up runs. Like, she used to be a Pox first up horse, but more recently she's been more genuine. I think her last 2 first up performances she's won. But again, there's 6-horse fields. Like, generally speaking, bigger fields generate more pace as well. There's 11 horses here. Surely I reckon Stapati is a really important runner. I think they have to chance their arm from that gate to go forward and try and find a position, especially with how this speed map reads on paper. Evaporate's a really important horse. Antino's been proven to go forward, but they probably won't here. Watch Me Rock even has been positive with Pikey, potentially even Sabage. So I think at least from my bet in the race, I'm hoping that there's a lot of donkey work happening because that was a nice return by Tommy first up.
Phenomenal return.
And I think you look the way he ended his prep in that Champion Stakes on a soft track, which does not suit him. I honestly think he would have been doing something in a Cox Plate because he was scratched at the barriers first up and he was chasing his tail the entire prep. I reckon this is the early target for him. I really do. And I think 1,400 metres, 4 weeks between runs. He's 3 from 7 first up, so I'm reading it more of his first up profile there. Good track this weekend. Oh, yeah. Gimme Tommy. Barrier 7, Craig. Love it. So
I think he can win. I hope he wins.
Yeah.
I hope he wins. Even if Pride of Jenny wins, but it's more of a contest, I'd be like, great race. Yeah. I just don't want this to be
6 lengths.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And that's why I'm a bit puzzled in my betting.
Yeah.
If I do end up having a bet on the weekend, I don't mind Antino at $12.
Yeah, I need to see it from him. I don't know. For a horse that has a 42% winning strike rate, he lets you down a lot.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
Oh, no, because he's usually a pretty good price.
Yeah.
Antino.
He wasn't in the Cox Plate.
No.
Steffi. We didn't even talk about Steffi.
I think Steffi can win.
Yeah.
I think Steffi can win.
Hong Kong Huey flying in.
Yeah. I think Steffi can win.
Yeah.
She's $7. She's a good price. A lot of these horses can win.
Yeah.
Like a Lucy can win. I think she came back super.
Yeah.
But it all depends. Don't get me started on the argument. Imagine if the All Sum Old didn't exist and all these horses were in the Chipping Norton, the Very Elegant, last week.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I get you. I feel you. You know what? You have a look at her trial. And on the 23rd of February, like she's only knocking off Filia there. And Filia was no star.
No.
First up. So I don't think her trials have been lighting the world on fire either. So you can have Pride Jenny. God bless Kitty Cat Tom. I think $7 is a steal. I think he's a top 3 Morale.
I love it.
Kitty Cat Tom. The Matron Stakes, 1,600 metres Group 3 for the mares, set weights, penalties. Previous winners here. Jenny Lala, can't get away from the Jennies. Spanish Reef 2 times and Flying Mascot. You forgiving of Filia here?
Oh, you got to be. You got to be when they're giving you $11. And it was too bad to be true first up. Apparently that she didn't like the deck at all. But she's probably going to get the same this weekend.
What do you mean? A good track?
Yeah, apparently it was too jarring, according to Ethan Brown.
Right.
So that's concerning. But she's $11. The other one is too darn discreet. I'll forgive her. First up, she's 12s. Miss Aria, never again for me. I can't.
What about Damask Rose, who hasn't won in Australia's $4.60 favourite?
Yeah, the market keeps finding her, and I keep letting her go through to the keeper because she's a nonny. Ahaha's the same.
Yeah,
she's the same. See what I see at $4.80 as well. She returned well, but fuck me.
Like Butternut Princess, 2 from 17. Like chasing down Bossy Bonita, only just beating home Damask Rose. Like Is that the form? I don't know. I don't think it is.
I don't know.
What about Benadryl?
I thought Benadryl was a decent return.
Yeah.
I thought it was a decent return.
You know who's returning this weekend? MZ, Mark Zara.
Yeah. Big swinging Dick Mark.
Match made in heaven, him and Tentyris, but we'll get to that. I reckon she could win. Benadryl. That's my opinion, though. But
Any of those horses.
yeah, any of them.
Any of them.
Yeah. But I do agree. Like I understood your thinking with Filia. If you're getting, I'm looking at $12 right now. So,
Yeah. Like if I go again now and she fails, so okay, cool, I don't need to. But if she wins and I'm not on at 12s,
yeah, that's disappointing.
really disappointing.
All right. The Yulong Newmarket Handicap.
Is it a Yulong Newmarket Handicap?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
1200 metre Group 1 Handicap. Jolie Star won this last year. With yours truly on. But she got jammed. She started like $3.
Yeah.
She got absolutely hammered. Cylinder the year prior, just a weird. It's one of those.
Imperatriz, how much? What was her weight last year? 2 years ago, 59? 58 for a mare?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
In Secret, she was a good horse.
Very good horse.
Bivouac was a good horse.
Very good horse.
Down the straight. Surprised you could keep him focused.
Yeah.
So much to see. 1,200 metres of things to see.
Yeah. Bums to chase. You know what I mean?
Sunlight, she was a good horse. Red Kirk Warrior 2 times.
Back to back, yeah.
Yeah. And he did it as a toppy.
He did.
Yeah. So
It's possible.
it is possible. Barrack Hill's your top weight. Love to see it. At 57.5 kilos. He was very good first up, I thought.
He was.
He's going to improve, getting out to the 1,200 metres as well. He's probably going to lead up this field with the likes of Scaripa, Peloton. RaceNet has GGs going forward, but I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
And Gallant Sun, I reckon, will go forward.
Yeah.
But Cabolas will definitely go forward, actually. He'll find the fence. I did find it interesting, though, the way I am reading this speed map is, could they actually go the inside? Because all the speed's drawn the inside.
Potentially. Most handman on the planet, Jules of Foxcatcher fame. He was saying something interesting on their podcast the other day that Flemington's trace actually evened out a lot in the last sort of 2 years, where the inside lanes, their strike rate's actually much better than what it has been previously. Like gates 1, 2, 3, Flemington, you're like, oh, that's disgusting. But the data actually says something otherwise, that it's not any better, but it's not any worse than drawing out wide. So
Is that straight or circle?
Straight.
Yeah, gotcha.
So if your horse is drawing gate 3 and you like it, I wouldn't say it's the end of the world. So if there's a lot of pace on the inside, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're part of that pace. So yeah, they might all come over to that side. Big talking point leading into this race, obviously, it was Tentyris with 57 kilos. And before that, it was, what weight will Tentyris carry? Will it be 57 kilos? Well, he's here. He's $2.30 favourite. It was $1.80 in futures last week, which is hilarious. Are you on the big throbber?
I think I have to, just out of loyalty. But it's just for me, because he's the best 3-year-old I think I've seen ever. So for me, maybe Tass. Now that I think about it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good. But I think he's the one that I've kind of fallen in love with. So he's the one that I want to win the race the most. So I'm really keen on him. Big weight rise, obviously, which is going to be tough for him. And I think there is obviously a lot of winning chances here. Angel Capital could run well. War Machine, I think, is not out of it. My Gladiola, obviously. I could honestly see Wotan running a race here. But I do think he's going to settle. He's going to be negative. And if the speed does, because he's drawn out in barrier 12 of 15, I could honestly see him being like 15 lengths off him. And it's like, with 57 kilos, is he going to... Oh, he's got a hell of a turn of foot. Is he just going to be too far back?
Potentially. That was my concern, is if there doesn't actually look to be a stack of speed on, that means he might settle closer. But if he settles closer, will he still need to have way too much return of foot to get over them, over 1,200 metres? Maybe. I also looked at it as like, okay, if he wasn't a 3-year-old, if he was older, he'd have if he was a 4-year-old horse, would he have 59 kilos? So 2 kilo weight relief because he's 3, or was it 2.5? Anyway, then I'm like, okay, if he was a 4-year-old and had 59 kilos in this race and he was the toppy, would I be like, yeah, he still wins? Probably. You know what I mean? Like, do I think he's that much better than all these? Like, if he goes to another level, which he needs to, I think he needs to find a new peak to win this race. I think he can do it. Gets a mark. I think he can win this race. He's short though, $2.30. Like, if he wins, so be it. I'm going to have a couple of each way bets. I've already got a bet on my Gladiola at 34, so I don't need to bet on her. But I think she can win. I think Angel Capital at $12. If he bounces back 56 kilos, he can win this race. And I think my guy Seeples, first up, 1,200 metres, probably not his jam, but he's $17.
Yeah, that's a stupid price.
Coming out of that Golden Eagle.
Yeah.
Like, if he also finds another level like Autumn Glow did, he could just be a genuine weight for age horse, and he's in here with a bit of weight relief down the Flemington Straight. If they go fast, that suits him because we know he can run out 1,500 metres. If they go slowly, he's got a forward racing pattern, and from gate 4, Daniel Stackhouse might be able to get his first Group 1. He's a stupid price. So I'm going to have an each way bet on both those guys. If Tentyris wins, I'm stoked. If Gladiola wins, I'm stoked. I can't lose.
War Machine's only run down the straight was fantastic.
It was.
He was only beaten up on Bridal Waltz and Star Patrol there. So, big rise here. 57 kilos, not treated fantastically, but, Stradbroke winner as well. So, I think you have to respect it. Beaten three lengths in an Everest has to read pretty well. He's probably the forgotten horse at $13. I thought Seeples was a good winning chance too. My Gladiola, and obviously Tentyris. My guy Barraquil. It's just a shame that the renovation's happening now.
It is.
Because he wouldn't be in this race. He'd be in a William Reid.
Yes, he would.
God bless Tentyris. Give him strength. And, I think that's it.
That is it.
Oh, the Australia Cup Prelude. Do you want us to cover that?
Yeah, quickly. Let's jump on that.
Arcora finds a race with maybe a little bit of tempo here. Magnus been going forward. Desert Hero, Tar View, Litzdale. Arcora from out wide. Tell you what, that was a nice return. 1,400 up to the 1,800 to the 2,000 here with a bit of weight relief. Flemington is his jam. If it is on speed dominated day, just ride him positive because he's a grinder out front.
Yep. Fascinated to see how...
$12.
Yeah, good price. Fascinated to see how number 1 Augustus goes. German horse. Gelded, now in the care of Kieran Maher, previously trained by Waldemar Hickst. $4.60 already. If there's more of a spec for him, big watch because we know it's a betting stable. European form, first up over 2,000 metres, could just go whack like Middle Earth did.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the ownership. Any colleagues of yours that are in this horse? I don't think so.
No, there's not.
Okay. All right. He doesn't respect the German form, or?
Yeah, not a lot of people do.
Protectionist would have something to say about that.
He sure would. Good horse.
I'm keen to bet this weekend.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of bets you can have. But yeah.
If you're going to do it, though, do it with whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah, what he said. All right. We'll see you later.
Good luck, drifters.